See, I always say Ghanaians are not angry enough, and for real, Ghanaians are not angry enough. You look at this video of Madam Gifty Oware spending reportedly close to $1 million on a cake, on costume, on decoration, on her, wedding day in 2022, and people will just brush it off and move on to business. But this is a woman who is being fingered in a, in a scandal that has to do with, a secretariat that, she used to head. Right, and in 2022, when she had this wedding, Ghana was in a very dire financial situation where the then finance minister was trying to introduce e-levy, COVID tax. We're burdened with taxes, stupid taxes, right? At the time, it was at the same time that Madam Gifty Oware was, organizing a lavish wedding, celebration with our money. For real, because if you look at the scandal that's come out, and if you look at the ghost names and the amount of money that was being, reportedly doled out to people that were not existing at all, and then, you should be angry. For real, you should be angry as a Ghanaian. Like, this should really get you angry, because if at the time we had about 180,000 plus people on the National Service platform, and these people were just taking money for free, and those who were actually doing the work were not even getting paid at all, and at the same time you had enough money to organize this lavish wedding, then we should be calling them out. We should really be angry. Like, Ghanaians should really be angry, because me, when the whole issue popped out, I was trying to look at the merit and the demerit of the whole situation, and I was paying attention to her personal lifestyle. If you look at her personal lifestyle and the kind of things that she likes to do with her money, right, with our money at the time, because if you look at Gifty Oware's, past before becoming the MD of the National Service Secretariat, we knew her. She was a very humble person. She did not have enough to buy a Richard Mille. She did not have enough to buy a Rolex. She was really humble with her lifestyle. But all of a sudden, she was out there living the lavish life, buying the Gucci bags, traveling all over the country. But your pay as an MD of the place, it's not really a huge amount of money that could afford you a Richard Mille on a regular, that could afford you, a Rolex or a Patek. But she was affording all those stuff, and it has come to our attention that it was due to the fact that people were actually on our payroll who were taking money or who did not actually exist, and those money was being paid to individuals, and they were squandering the money and embezzling that fund. Right, and if you look at the lifestyle of Gifty Oware and if you look at her wedding, we could just conclude that that was our money being spent. Look at the cake, look at the decoration, look at the ambience. Everything speaks about the fact that this is not someone who could afford that if she was not working as the MD of the National Service Secretariat. For real, why was she not able to do this with her husband before entering into public service? But public service has become more or less like a place where people enter in order to make themselves rich. And if you look at Gifty Oware's life and her lifestyle and how far she has come, it is pretty obvious. It is pretty obvious that this is our money. This wedding is, it's everything about the wedding screams Ghana's money. Like, look at our money. Bro, look at our money. This is our money. Because at that time, 2022, we're in a very serious situation. National service personnel had not been paid for over 6 months, but you had the guts, the effrontery, the audacity. I don't know the word to use, but you had everything in you to organize this lavish wedding. You must pledge the money, because at the end of the day, the money was coming back to your pocket. Because we had people on the payroll, but those people did not exist, and they never existed, right? And when those monies are paid, it ends up in your pocket. And that's how come you were able to put up this wedding. And that's how come, as a Ghanaian, you need to be very, very angry. And for me, I'm also angry at the fact that if you look in the video, you see KOD. KOD in 2024, in the lead up to the election, said, now I'm switching to NDC, we should vote for Mahama. But in 2022, and before even the 2024 election, you guys were frolicking with the people who were, squandering our money, quote unquote. But so we can see KOD, the emceeing the whole program and taking the money. I know at the end of the day, KOD will be paid and all that, right? He will make his money and all that. But at the end of the day, bro, you can't say you're on the side of Mahama or NDC or you're on the side of anti-corruption and you're frolicking with people who are actually, raping the states. Like literally, if we put it literally, they're actually raping the states. And if you look at the woman there, that's a Selassie. Selassie is very close to Mahama. Right? That's why I feel like at the end of the day, there's a certain political class who think they own the country. There's a certain political class, whether NDC or MPP, they have this political class who always come together to form a certain umbrella or a certain, conglomerate where they feel like they own the country, where they feel like they can do whatever they like and they can be held accountable for, right? Because at the end of the day, who's going to hold them accountable? It's the same politicians who are going to hold them accountable. Because if there's any person who has squandered any money like Gifty Oware, we believe she has squandered our money and all that. At the end of the day, if Mahama does not have the will to actually pursue this, I don't think it will go anywhere, right? So the politicians believe that, at the end of the day, let us come together and steal and embezzle, and because we belong to the political class, our own people will come together and fight for us and we'll be cool. That nonsense must stop, bro. That's why you see NDC and MPP coming together when it is time for them to steal from us. Anytime it is time for them to steal from us, they come together. But they'll just turn around and be like, yo, NDC, MPP, and they'll be like, they're fighting and all that. In their closet, in their private conversation, they'll be like, yo, Ghanaians, where Jimmy, because near Kwaso. My contract, my company, Bimbrana, they always come together to steal. That is why we believe that Mahama is going to do something different. Because how can you have 180,000 people on your payroll who never existed? And we are paying over 704 million Ghana cedis every year. And I believe they were pocketing about 46 million Ghana cedis every year. Every year, 46 million Ghana cedis every year. It was being paid to people who never existed. And you want me to look at this wedding and be like, I should applaud? Bro! You people are not angry. Like, when I look across social media, I don't see the anger. I don't really feel the anger. I feel like it is business as usual. Yeah, Mahama is showing some real power. Mahama is showing some, some initial gragra and all that. But we want to see cogent, results. We want to see cogent outcomes. We want to see something happening. We want to see people being dragged to court. We want to see our money being refunded. When we don't get to that juncture, that to just be initial gragra, to just be, like trying to do something, because the political class will always come together to steal from the people. And I feel like at the end of the day, they are still talking to each other. Oh, Charlie, Munkancha Mahamana, same way, young can with you, with Jai, social media and the media, no more, and can with you. And, that is how come the country is not really moving forward. So I feel every penny must be accounted for. Gifty Oware of the NSS, former or whatever of the NSS, needs to account for every single penny spent. Every single penny spent on the Rolexes, on the Patek, on the Richard Mills, every penny spent on her wedding and all that. We need to get the money back. And also, I just want to send a warning to the NDC folks who, in the past were frolicking with them, bro. You can't frolic with them, you can't play with them, then you come and act like you are, you be some saint or something, or your government is in power, so you're trying to act like you're a saint and all that. We are not going to allow that. And I feel like this is also going to embolden some MDC appointees. So I feel like, they can also steal from the state and they'll be covered and all that. Bro, we are not ready for that. In this social media age, we are going to track every movement. We are going to track every expenditure. We are going to track everything. And we hope that you guys do the best. But for Gifty Oware, bro, we could go back for our money. Maybe, bring back our money. Like, it shouldn't be just, media, sensationalism or something. No, it shouldn't just end with the whole social media hula baloo, bro. We need results. You can't do this when you can't spend our money like this, and we should just leave it to go scot-free. We didn't get our money back. We didn't our money back. Ghanaians are really, really angry and we want our money back. That'll be the message.